Good morning, sir. My name is Marlene C. Fernando, and I'm here to represent sample tutorial about sample transposition cipher. And I choose to discuss is permutation cipher. The permutation cipher is another form of transposition cipher. It is similar to columnar transposition in some way, in that the column are written in the same ways, including how the keyword is used. However, the permutation cipher act on block of letter, the length of the keyword, rather than the whole ciphertext. Mathematically, a permutation is a rule that tell you how to arrange set of elements. For example, as you can see in that presentation, the, the permutation shown that this is how we write a permutation mathematically. Tell us that the first element is moved to the second position, the second position is moved to the third position, and the third position is moved to the first position. If our set was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then the permutation is applied we get Tuesday, Wednesday, and Monday. For set bigger than the permutation, we apply the permutation to the smaller bit. For example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday become Tuesday, Wednesday, and Monday, Friday, Saturday, and Thursday. Since we apply the permutation to the first three elements, th- then the second three elements join the result. Encryption. We choose a keyword and split plain text into the block that are same length as the keyword. We write this column beneath the keyword. We then label each keyword letter in alphabetical order. If they are duplicate, we take them in order of appearance. So far, this is identical a columnar transposition. Now, we reorder the columns so that the number are in order. The letter of the keyword are in alphabetical order. We now read across the row. As an example, we shall encrypt the plain text blood is thicker than water using the keyword 1. Makikita mo dyan sa presentation na yan, we start by creating a grid that has 3 columns, as the keyword has 3 letters. In this grid, we write out the plain text beneath the keyword. We add a row with number representing the alphabetical order of the letter of the keyword. We then order the columns so that the number are in order like in the table that show in front. Example, keyword 1, key length 3, plain text, blood is thicker than water. If you encrypt that, the grid with the plain text under the keyword which has been labeled, if you encrypt this example, ang magiging ano niya yan is the grid once the column has been reordered so that the keyword is in alphabetical order. We then read off ciphertext row by row to get OLB, IDO, HTS, KCI, TRE, NAH, DAW, and RE. Yan ang magiging sagot pag in-encrypt mo ang blood is thicker than water. The space are included for clarity and will not be included in final ciphertext. To decrypt a ciphertext encoded with the permutation cipher, we have to write out the ciphertext in column, the same number as the length of the keyword. We then order the keyword alphabetically and write the ordered keyword at the top of the columns. We then rearrange the column to reform the keyword and reel of the plain text in row. Nasa decryption naman tayo ngayon. As an example, we shall decipher the ciphertext OOBLD HTISE KEK CKT WNHAA XRTEX with keyword grid. We start by writing a grid with 5 columns. The length of the keyword is filling in with the ciphertext row by row. We label this with the number 1 to 5 and rearrange the keyword into alphabetical order before adding to the top. Makikita mo, Merong mga nakalagay na letter X dito. In that table, the X is symbolized for blank or blanco. Nailalagay lang yan para hindi makitang may espesya or blanco. The grid with the ciphertext written in the label with the keyword in alphabetical order. Ang keyword natin dito is great. Pinaliktad lang natin siya kasi ciphertext ang gagawin, decryption ang gagawin natin. So, ang magiging number niya is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The grid with the ciphertext written in the label with the keyword in alphabetical order. If you decrypt that, this is ito ang isa ang lalabas na sagot. We now reorder the letter of the keyword to form actual keyword, and that at the same time, reorder the column in the same way. Kaya nga nang sabi ko, the keyword is great and the key length is 5. So, magiging ayos niya is, ayusin mo siya, ayusin mo alphabetically. G, G, G is equivalent for 3, R is equivalent for 4, E is equivalent to 2, A is equivalent to 1, T is equivalent to 5. So, makukuha mo ang sagot ng blood is thicker than water. Reorder grid so that the keyword is formed. The plain text is now real of in row to retrieve the same plain text, ignoring the null at the end. So this is the decryption permutation, and this is the encryption permutation. Notice that this is not the same as the encryption permutation shown to change from decryption to decryption or vice versa. Flip the two row of the permutation and reorder so the top row goes 1, 2, 3. In theory, all transposition cipher are a type of permutation cipher, where the length of the key is the same as the length of the plain text. In practice, this is a rather useless generalization, and it almost always easier to find some other rules to describe transposition than the rather cumbersome permutation that would be required. We do not need a keyword to perform a permutation cipher. A permutation itself would do equally well. The number 1 to the chosen length in some mixed order. We use a keyword as it is easier to remember that a random string of number. All of the things we discussed with columnar transposition are also the case here. We can use null to fill up the blank space if we want, but we don't have to, as we read across row using null is real true to the length of the keyword. Gaya nga ng sabi ko kanina sa letter X, pwede nyo siyang hindi ilagay at pwede nyo rin siyang ilagay. It's your choice. We can also perform the permutation number of times. Some permutation, when done twice, will return the plain text. This is clear when you reserve the permutation, as you get the same permutation as you started with. The way to break a permutation cipher is to try out different permutation until you find a first block that makes sense. Once you have worked out the permutation, you can then use this to decrypt the rest of the intercept easily. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless.